takes more than that to drag me down. So bring on the rain, bring on the storm.
I'm Todd Grisham, and what a venue. We are live at the Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
Time for our... There can only be one, Lomachenko, one of the most technically skilled fighters in all of boxing. No one moves around the ring like Lomachenko. There can only be one, Lomachenko.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, presenting the 2-time Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, a tremendous 3-division champion of the world.
A lot of pre-match. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
Todd, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
And there's an uppercut. A big uppercut, and his knees buckled that time. Nope, that jab not going to score. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Made in heaven.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? This fighter focuses on that outside game. You don't see them get hit too often. You don't see them in trouble a lot, but that's what their mantra is.
It's a flat for the fight. If you've got a dance right there in front, you've got to cut them off. Cut the ring off. Make the ring small. Put them on the back foot. Put them under pressure.
Perfect counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter shot lands. They threw the hook, it didn't land. There's a scoring blow. To see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. And he He scores with the counter. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
You got to go out there and win this round.
On to the third. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Good one. That counter punch caught him clean. Nice counter shot. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the...
Don't want to lose this fight, do you?
And there's the bell to start round 4. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Swing and a miss with the left uppercut. Punch, counter punch. Nice counter. Lomachenko is buzzed. Lomachenko on the canvas. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
I need to see that again.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
They're going to pick things up halfway through the round here.
Is that ever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like...
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Lomachenko in trouble. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. got a huge momentum. There's the bell to start round 5. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Nice counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Catch and shoot. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. And try to relax a little bit now. Fight a little differently. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges can...
There's the bell for round 6. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. And that right jab just misses. Uh-oh, Lomachenko. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
I've got to see that again.
Gotta wonder how switched off. Here we go. It's round 7. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with it. Hold that thought! Lomachenko in trouble! Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
Even I've got to see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you still want to fight.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
I can't believe it. They are giving up. So they will throw in the towel.
Keep striving until my lungs can't breathe. They're all tired, I don't know about fatigue. Got my bros back if we come under siege. Got my dogs with me, I ain't carrying a leash. Thank the Lord for my freedom of speech, cause I say what I like and I do what I please. Brothers think I didn't train for this my whole life. Tried to tell them it didn't come with ease. They must have thought that I didn't put in graft. Stay fully focused and stuck to the task. When it paid off, I was like at last. Them other brothers can kiss my ass. And I promise you that I wouldn't want to be ya.
Here we are, getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good. And here Scott. All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Looks like he's going to move around the ring a little bit more. Try some stick and move. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. There was so much hype surrounding this match. I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
These two were made for each other. Only catching air with that hit. Nice punch. That right hook won't score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Edwards in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so...
On to the second round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
He's a mad kind of fight. He's boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
You'd like to see more jabs. Beautiful counter shot. Good one. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Punch scores. Catch and shoot. A perfect counter lands. They exchange punches. A big whiff with the right hook. Hold that thought. Oh, and there's no way they're getting up from that. It is a clean knockout. Lincoln, you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Not many people would have predicted.
What they say now. I like to welcome everybody out to the samurai.
are you doing? Come on, switch on. Switch on.
Let's do it.
Better than that. Get your mind back, get your focus back, get the jab back. Just box in.
Let's fight.
Be clever. Be clever at what you're doing. You do it. You've switched off completely. Right.
Do your business.
Time out!
Come on, do you want to win this fight? I need you to go back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back, get your focus back, and get that...
Let's go.
Counter with the left hook. You done all that work in camp. You gotta...
Let's fight.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you okay? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
cannot wait to witness this one. There's nothing quite like a fight at the Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
Here comes the Miracle Man, Daniel Jacobs, who's had epic battles with Canelo Alvarez and Triple J. Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and these two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Good punch. Good defense stopping that jab. There's a counter shot. Looking to land the hook. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That counter shot lands. Can Daniel Jacobs get his revenge against Canelo here? He felt the judges didn't give him credit in their first fight.
Alvarez won 3 titles in the process in their last fight, but now he's back for blood. He's back for revenge. He needs to stamp his authority because some thought Daniel Jacobs beat Canelo. Can you believe that?
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
What skill? He threw a punch and just got countered. They both want the knockout. Good counter punch. And he wasn't ready for that counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You know, I've been in fights like that.
And there's the bell for round 2. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Well, I hope you brought your sunscreen. You're going to need it as we have our main event underneath the bright, sunny skies.
Well, Todd, let me explain to you. We are outside. Nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're getting hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fan that's dropping in there. This is where it's real fighting. Fight on fight.
You'd like to see more jabs. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just missed. Whoa, wait a minute. Uh-oh, code red time here for Daniel Jacobs. What is he going to do? How is this fight still continuing?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Punch, counter punch. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them. On to the third. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Well, if their intention is to anger the opponent, I think it's going to work. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judge.
One, two, three, four, five. Come to me.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. A lot of work. Here we go to the fourth round. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How'd you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Straight right just misses. Swing and a miss with the jab. He blocks the hook. Throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
They exchange punches. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Jacobs in that last round. Well, he is... Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This fight has a real good flow to it. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. That hook was off target. Nice counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. Catch and shoot. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this.
He was close to this fight.
Let's start the 6. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You're a power puncher. You're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being you.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. And right back into the fray.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. A straight right just misses. Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. Well, it's no secret who...
That's his round.
There's the bell to start round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A perfect counter shot. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Hook misses. Straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's just like a match made in heaven.
That punch landed. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
You cannot cast out if you prepared right, slept right, ate right.
Come on, switch on.
There's the bell to start round 8. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. He parries away that left hook. No rest for the weary. And he scores with the counter. Swing and a miss with that left hook. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. A pretty lopsided decision there.